guys, and welcome back to another JW4 Reacts. And this time, first I want to say, sorry for not posting a video earlier, but I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, so it's been a little hard doing that. I've been in Dubai for my second time, and so that's why I made a brief stop in the video making, but now I'll be getting back on track and starting to make videos again. And I thought, for an introduction, just for an easy start and all that, I'm going to make a remake of the Beamng video I did earlier before the vacation, and that completely got crapped. It was some of you might have seen it, some of you might not, and the video was crap. It looked like, yeah, 10 frames max. But now I'll be getting back and make a redo of that video, so we'll go right over to my desktop, and let's start. Okay, so now we're in the game, and let's do it from here. We take... Oh, by the way, while I was on vacation, they updated this game 2 times. Update 5.0 and 5.1, and both were huge updates, even though the numbers aren't saying much. And you don't see much here, just for looking at it. You don't see very much, except for one thing. Ignite vehicle, ignite node, extinguish vehicle. We didn't have that in the other. Nobody of you could read it, I think, but now you can. And let's take something that I know is a drag. We could take this one. I made a version of this. This is one of the new cars, the Ibishu 2.0 CX. And two of these cars, that one and that one, aren't stock cars. I've downloaded them from mod by, I think it was D-Trox, I think his name was. And here's another thing. They completely redone this whole part with the parts list, and they added this tuning. So if you have some special components for this car, special shock absorbers and blah blah blah, you can make the car. I have a car here we're going to drive, and it's the most slam you can get out of a car. And it's this thing here, completely remade from scratch. I took one of the stock cars and completely rebuilt every part of it to make it look as good as it could. And there we go. Now, there isn't much to except for the car to show that this is new. Wait, I'm gonna have to detune it. Now, you can't see so much that there is something new until you crash it. Let's make another car. This Hiroshi Sunburst. Let's add in this one. And now you guys are really gonna see what they've added in. They made something that is so huge, so awesomely huge, that they needed 2 updates for it to introduce. If I just could get the centering right. This thing I've wanted since the game first came out, and I've been driving it almost since it was new. But now, if I only could get... Please tell me I broke the transmission. Yes, I broke the transmission. At least something I broke. Then we're just gonna let it be there. And now we're gonna push ignite vehicle. Bing. There, I hinted to it earlier, but now you see it in real life. Yeah, this thing is on fire, and it's a fire simulator. And if your car is burning, you can still drive it. It's that fun part. I've been driving my car when it was like this. It was a complete wreck. It was an inferno, but I could drive the thing. And what's that burning in the background? Wait. Let me go back to it with this. Oh. And here's a little thing you might notice. One of the gas pedals is sticking out. I don't know why. It's a bug, but I haven't really figured out how to get that thing to get stuck yet. And now the car I'm driving here, it can also burn. What? No. And here's a negative thing with this car, which I couldn't edit out. The steering is very weak. For it to be a good steering, I have very good control over it, but it's destroyed every time I try steering the thing. I gotta take sport steering to make it harder. I hope this will make I hope this will make it stronger. I'm not sure, because I've been irritated a whole lot of that. I've always, if I've done cover chases, whatever I've done, I've always broken it off. Oh, not going to the burning. No. Oh. Now what do? We destroy the vehicle. Okay. There's only one thing we can do. Spawn in a truck and crush this. Spawn it, yeah. We'll take this and let's make it. Now I know that this one, which I drove in the previous update, is completely crashed out, so I can't try that. Sorry guys, I would love to. So we're gonna have to take. Let's take this one because it has the. Did I take replace? Doggone it! I took replace. Oh. Okay, but. Now then, ignite the vehicle, and it's also a fun part. If you crash a vehicle, I've done this a lot, I'm gonna show you a video soon. If you crash your vehicle and you manage to, like I did when I jumped with the sunburst, I broke this transmission or something in the drive chain. I completely trashed it. Ooh. Now I know how he feels, how the truck driver feels from the Steven Spielberg movie, The Duel. Ooh, I hate that movie. Steven Spielberg's worst. But if you crash it and you break the transmission, like I was saying, and you break the drivetrain, so you can put the car in. Oh, you saw an explosion. That's when the tires are bursting. The problem is the tires aren't actually bursting, it's only an animation. Which I think is quite bad, also that you don't melt the interior or anything. I mean, if you start a fire in a car, you can still drive it, it won't affect the stability of the car, anything. It won't, let's just say, it won't damage the car, it's just aesthetic. Which I think is quite disappointing, but they might add that the fire will make it more devastating in a future update. Hopefully. Now I would love to see that, but that's for a future update. And another car I also want to go over before we end this thing is the Burnside Special. Another new stock car, and more importantly, the custom LED sled. Now this is your classical Chicago 1940s gangster car. Some of you that have seen the adventures of T-Rex, an old cartoon, you might recognize this. The villain drove a custom version of this car. Of course, because it was dinosaur, they had all that stuff, all that good stuff on the front and back and yag. You don't want the lowered steering box on this car. You might put it up a little higher. Yes, I think I raised it a little bit, but you don't notice that because the lowered steering box has no reaction whatsoever. It is crap. It takes, if you compare this one, I'm gonna show you. This is your normal steering rate. Of course, I helped a little bit with the parking brake there, but I think you guys get the picture. It's a direct steering. You see, no parking brakes whatsoever. That's what it could do. Now, let me go over to the lowered steering box. You see, you got nothing, and that's because you don't want, with the lowered, you don't want the wheel, the front wheel, you saw it a little bit that it did it there, to go through the car chassis, the outer panels. You don't want it to go out of there, so that's why you can't have hard steering, which is a bad thing, but you gotta use the handbrake more often to make a nice turn. And also, personally, I think they set a camera a little high, but I think it's a nice car. I really love it. Go! Okay, I did not see what I was going, or what I was doing for that matter. Okay, I love this car. It was a lovely car. It ain't no more. Oh, too bad. Oh well, let's just get back. Let me see now. What did we... Oh yes. Yes, I'm gonna make... Oh, I think I'm gonna redo that I did earlier. We have okay, you see, I got all these four here. None of them are stock. No, all of them are mods. That one, sadly, does not work. I would like to point this out. If the author Skipo, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I just want to make a call out to him that there's something in the drivetrain, the motor, transmission, something in all of those cars is missing. Probably the engine, because you can't drive it. The cars, after they come down, the car's just standing there like idiots. So please see if you can't make that loading error work a little better, because I would love to drive it. It seems very fun, even though I wouldn't make it past the first lap. The trouble with the ambitious Corvette is its small wheelbase. It skids easily, it's front wheel driven, and it's not that strong. You're racing together with your fellow Corvette drivers against two Sunburst rally cars, those two in front. The Sunbursts are faster, but the Corvettes provide a much cleaner racing. What that means? So, race clean and try to beat those Sunbursts and finish first. Be careful, because the asphalt part has a few tricky turns. Have fun. Okay? The thing is with this, if you just race normal, you race in the back, you'll win, guaranteed. If you don't crash, you will win guaranteed, because those other cars, like I said, they're idiots. They drive. You see here how I drive. I ain't driving so aggressively. Maybe on the jumps, because that's fun. But if you watch this now, there, you see. Alright, sorry for the skidding there, but if I do it like this, see what I mean? The dumbbells crashed. Alright, on the flip-flop we're gonna see if we can't save the little Corvette. The Sunburst we're gonna leave in the dust, but we'll see if we can't save the Corvette. It's a shame leaving it there. But in the worst case scenario, we're gonna get stuck and the race will be over. On a call of all four cars involved in a big, huge, tremendous, crappy crash. Okay, here we come, go ahead, saving you. I don't know what happened. Oh, rat. My steering was off. Oh crap, I gotta go back and catch that thing. Oh, that's just tremendous. Okay. We have... Ooh! Okay, some of you guys might already have noticed I'm not gonna finish this race. Something is gonna give before lap 6. Plus 8 seconds. Wow, that wasn't a flip-flop. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Like I said, not gonna finish the race, and I will wait. My car crashed. Okay, but let's see how the others are doing. Now, that's the not so good thing about this. They aren't pathfinding here. It's in... Because I know they always will crash in the same place. Now, that's the trouble with this map. Cars in a race can't pathfind. I mean, if they could, then they wouldn't do that sharp turn. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now there. Okay. But if they could pathfind, I mean, the yellow... I don't know how the yellow bishop managed to get all the way up there. I couldn't do that if I tried. But, yeah, that's the trouble. But let me see here now. I think we should maybe have something funny here in store. Oh, another thing. They added multiplayer on the same computer. Multiplayer support. And I've been driving this with a friend, and it's quite hard to remember which car is yours. Sadly, it's not that fun. I would much rather have a split screen driving over like the USA map as a police chase. I would much rather have that than because I have such a big... Alright, I know for you guys who have a small screen, my camera died. Okay, so I know you guys that have a small screen might not like it, but personally, being that I have a 27-inch, I think it's 20, I don't know how much it is in inches, but 24 in the European metering tomb, the metric tomb. I don't know how much that could be. I think it's almost double in inches. Something like that. Alright, I have a big screen. I have a BenQ GW2460 screen. So I have such a big screen that you still get a big you get a big viewing area if you got split screen. So that's no trouble for me. But I know you guys who have a small screen might not like a split screen multiplier, and personally I don't like split screening either, so I'm completely with you, but you can't get everything. Alright, so let's get back. I know I did this on my earlier and I'm gonna do it again. The East Coast. Now, I haven't been in this map in the new update yet, so it's gonna be fun to see what they got in store. And it's also gonna be fun seeing what if they have added anything new, or maybe made the pathfinding, the UI, whatever it's called, the AI, if they made that thing a little better. Because clearing up that thing wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, spawn new. Now I'm gonna make it a little edited version of the car I did earlier. Say load convertible sport. I'm very sporty. First of all, sedan. This is how the sedan version looks. I love it. And I know I might destroy it here, but I'm gonna make it anyway. I'm gonna change from a race boiler to a GT wing. If the wing doesn't crash. No, it doesn't. And now to change the tuning, we're gonna remove we take stock there, and I hate that color. Let's take something a little more bright. That's good. No, that's good. We'll park it in front of here. There. Put parking brake on. Going there. Going in. And now here comes. This brings back old memories. My old police car. The police car. I think it was the. Let's see what the name was. Tuned police car. Yeah. Tuned police car 69. I used this in my earlier video as well. And I mean, you don't want to you don't want to break the law when I'm in town. This thing is gonna hunt you down and smash you up. Now the AI is buggy and is problematic. So what the heck? Something here is not going right. I believe. Yes, we can still ignite the vehicle. Alright, I'm gonna need to reinstall the AI control. Seems like the app has gone ape. No way, I already got a thing. Oh, there we go. The AI control, putting it back down there. Thank you. Yes, I got it going. Flee. Come on. Hello there. You're supposed to flee. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. Much better. Alright, so let's hunt this car down, and we're just gonna sit in back of it until it does something illegal like speeding or just existing. Oh, it seems to be actually quite powerful. Okay, so in my earlier video I think I drove against a tuned pickup. Still got that thing in my libraries. But we're gonna see if we can make this car. Oh, that's good. Alright, where's it going now? I could guess he was gonna go in there. I was never gonna be so lucky he didn't. But okay, anything else they have other than the fire simulator? Not all cars work on it. For example, the pickup I got in the beginning, I think it was called the D15, the Gabriel D15. What do you need police for, man? I mean, if you put yourself to justice, what do you need a policeman for? No! This is not. Come on. You see, the AI has I don't know what's going on with my car now. What in the name of J. Jonah Jameson is it doing? No, this car is mine. This is another thing I hate. They have... No, I don't know if I disabled the other car. No, I so did not. But this is another thing I hate with the new AI system. It's because seems like they've been messing with it again. I just want them to add the chase and then let it be there. This thing is you saw what it did. And if you think you have like a huge car chase, maybe you load it in 2 or 3 vehicles and you got a huge car chase, and you want the fellow who drives to be busted, and the AI takes control of your police car and drives it right into the tree. Yeah, you see the point. mission failed on a kind of a stupid AI system. That's something I want done. Oh. Okay. The AI is so buggy, we're gonna have to end this the way I hope it wouldn't, cause it's so boring, but it's the only thing to do. Oh, and by the way, a little fun fact. I'm just gonna find a good, something good to race against. We could take this one. Yes, this one is gonna be, it's gonna be last. Okay, but a good thing. I have, now I know this might not interest you out there, but it's very fun for me, and soon I'm gonna acquire a new keyboard. My old keyboard, it's not started ghosting, but it's quite old, and the key rollover is getting to me. So we're gonna change it out, and we're gonna go all out. Also because no, but we're gonna go all out on this. So it's gonna be a gigabyte gaming keyboard K70 RGB with Cherry MX Reds, which for you who don't know, like I had not any idea what Cherry MX Red means. It means it's the register things that sits under the keys that registers your input, and you got MX. The most popular are MX Reds, MX Browns, and MX Blues, and the blue is for, if I'm not mistaken, no I'm not, the blue is for any guy who, if you're the office worker and you want a keyboard that both sounds good and that it's more ergonomic for typing, it's better for typing, then you should go with the Cherry MX Blues. The brown is between gaming and the office worker, it works on both, and the reds might be annoying for the office worker, but because they're so super sensitive, but for a gamer or someone who doesn't like to bang on their keys, like definitely me, sometimes I needed almost to bang on the keys on this keyboard to make them register. The reds are really a computing blessing, but I would also like to see what the blues and browns have to offer, but I'm gonna go with the reds. So, and I know I can't really understand some of you out there. Now, I'm not saying that you're stupid or bad or anything like that, I'm just saying I can't understand what you're thinking. Please share a video of mine. But I know a lot of guys, some close to me, hate the numpad. I know I'm not gonna mention names or anything, even though most of you wouldn't know, but I know one person I know. He said he would never work with the numpad. Personally, I would never work without it. I love the numpad. It's the best thing that happened since the big screen. I can't understand why someone can't and don't like to work with it. But that's their business. I ain't gonna say something is bad or anything is wrong. I say everyone has their, except for this car, everyone has their own taste and their own style, and this car has a very stupid style. Okay? But it's gonna be quite fun, and I already have a lot of ideas to configure it and make it a really awesome keyboard. And you might have seen when we first logged in here a whole lot of stuff on my desktop. I'm gonna show it to you after we finish this chase, we're gonna shut down the game, and I'm just gonna take a quick talking session, and then we're gonna end this video. I don't even know how long we've kept going. I've had such fun. Okay, but you might have noticed. Wait a minute. You might have noticed a couple of things on my desktop when we logged into the desktop viewing. Well, it was Rainmeter. For any of you who doesn't know what Rainmeter is, here comes what I like to call the every person guide to what this thing is. Oh no, he's just my luck. Oh good, I got back. Okay. Rainmeter originally started as just a desktop weather forecast, but then don't ask me how, but this little program, it grew exponentially, and it became a open source software for adding desktop apps, which can be a Gmail RSS feeded how do you call it, notifier. Like I have a version of that. I could send myself a mail, and I could show you how it registers. And you could also add a whole lot of extra things, like it's especially good if you like monitoring your computer, which I sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna need to take that round another time. Here